I'm not really one to trust the science, but there's this new scientific study that actually says conservative women are more attractive than liberal women, which this is something we've known all along. I mean, just look at conservative women versus liberal women. We're way more happier statistically. In Denmark, they collected over 4,000 images of politicians across the nation and narrowed it down to 1,200 women, and they used AI and machine learning to scan these images and be able to decipher what political party each of these women identify as based off of how they look. And it was determined that conservative women were all around more attractive than the liberal women. And I think it's really cool how science has out evolved to be able to identify based off of your facial structures and how attractive you are all aligns with your political beliefs. Look at the Women's March in DC, or is it even a women's march? Do liberals even know what a woman is?
Your ex-girlfriend a man.
They don't shave their armpits either. But compare that to the pro-life march that also happens in DC, and you tell me which one has more attractive women. For years, feminists have been lying to women, have been medicating for anxiety and depression, which then leads to them being unhappier, which then leads to them being less desirable and more unattractive. Also, liberal women are way less likely to get married when they're younger, and 30% of liberal white women also have a mental health diagnosis.
Have you ever had the blues?
I think to myself, okay, let's say that I think that capitalism is the root of all evil, socialism is the only thing that's gonna save us. If I think that SSRIs, antidepressants, and anxiety medications are the only thing that are getting me through the day, and that the world is just ending because of climate change, I mean, I'd probably be completely unhappy too, and by being unhappy, I would have these mental health conditions, which, yeah, would lead to me being way less attractive than a conservative woman who is living a purposeful life, who is happy, desires marriage, who isn't hooked on drugs and seeing psychiatrists every single week. The coolest thing that I find about this study is that it was done in Denmark among just thousands of politicians, and an AI machine learning platform was able to detect the physiognomy of every single one of these people. Now, what is physiognomy, you ask? It's the study in being able to identify someone's character traits and now political beliefs based off of solely somebody's appearance. So the next time you're looking in the streets, you look to your right and you see someone who's less attractive, they're probably a liberal.
He got cooked!
Also, what I find interesting is health and wellness, well-being. Do liberal women work out nearly as much as conservative women? I mean, we do know that the more that you work out, your endorphins are released, the happier that you're gonna be in life. Conservatives inherently and internally are just way more happy with themselves and don't feel like they need to change the rest of the world around them to enable them to be happy, whereas liberal women do. Also, I don't know about you, but I don't really think a nose ring is that attractive. And I really only see that with mostly liberal women. They've got mostly tattoos, the body modifications. Largely, liberal women are trying to defy the social standards, the beauty standards put on. I mean, now if you look on a magazine, all of a sudden, obesity and fatness is beautiful, which is not just unhealthy, it's just untrue. I don't know if y'all are gonna like this one, but I've got a hot take. Liberal women are intentionally being undesirable and unattractive because they hate the patriarchy and they hate the entire standard that ever said that men are ever going to amount to anything and do anything for them. So they make themselves completely undesirable so no man wants to touch them. And if you think about it, lesbian women are largely liberals. I personally don't know many lesbians who aren't liberals. They think men are the root of all evil, the patriarchy sucks, and the whole reason that we're in this situation that they hate is because of cis white men.
I'm sorry. I'm so oozes.
So a lot of us go out in society and we talk about the gaydar. Whenever you look at someone, you can tell if they're gay based off of a conversation. You look at a liberal woman and they got the purple hair, they're probably a little bit overweight, but you automatically know their political beliefs just by looking at them, while conservative women are more kept. They wear dresses, their makeup and eyeliner doesn't look like they're emo. So I think when we're out in society, we just look at someone, we can determine their political beliefs, and AI is now telling us for us. Honestly, I don't even think we needed this study in the first place. These are things that we've known all along. But liberals, you guys love to trust the science. So PSA, when you read this article, go ahead. You can now shave your armpits. You don't have to hate yourself. You can go work out in the gym, and I promise you, you will live a way more happy and fulfilling life.